Hello and welcome to Mr. Wynn's art class. One of the things with my students that I like to do at the beginning of the year is to get to know them. And one of the tasks I would like you to start doing is trying to tell me as much as you can about yourself without using words, without doing any writing, and without speaking at all. I would like you to do that using pictures and drawings. And I'm going to show you an example, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself as we go along. And then I will want you to do a series of drawings. They can be very simple, telling me all about you. So I'm going to start with my clean piece of paper, and I'm going to start with some of the most obvious things first. So I'm going to do some simple sketches. You may want to do something a little bit more complicated, that's up to you. So to begin with, I'm doing some very simple, what we'd call symbols or diagrams, telling you, a little bit about me. So hopefully, by looking at that, you'll be looking at a paintbrush, you'll be looking at a very simple pencil. You at least understand that I have something to do with art, or that I enjoy doing art. Now, if you wish, you can start to make your drawings try to look a little bit more realistic and a little bit more detailed by adding some shading or even adding some colour. I could even put a splodge of paint here or even put a pencil line there. That's up to you. So you can tell I'm an art teacher. One of the things I enjoy painting, I enjoy drawing, I enjoy sculpture, I enjoy all sorts of types of art, but probably my favourite thing is this. And I wonder if you can tell what this is going to be. Again, I'm doing very quick drawings, very simple drawings. This is something you may have done or not, and I'm just going to put some lines there. Now, what this actually is, the drawing is supposed to be of a pot and a pot on a wheel. I really enjoy working with clay and find it relaxing and working on a wheel. So I've done a little drawing of that, and these little lines here are supposed to try to suggest some kind of movement. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. I'm an art teacher, as you would expect. Other things that I like to do in my spare time, again, I like to read books. And in particular, I like to read books about crime, about detectives. I like reading the books and trying to figure out what's happened as well. And this was an idea that a student did for me some years ago, how to show, I like books, but showing crime books was by putting a magnifying glass over the top. Like you would imagine old-fashioned detectives using something like a magnifying glass to study clues and look for evidence as well. Something else I enjoy is listening to music, and a way I can represent that is maybe by showing some musical notes. Maybe I can show a big speaker. Again, see, I'm doing this very simply, and maybe I do some lines to represent the noise coming out. Or again, maybe, as most people do, if they want a bit of quiet, they will put on their earbuds or something similar, again, to listen to music. Mine have wires. I know a lot of you will probably have wireless ones. I like the wires so I don't lose them. Okay. Other things you might want to think. I lived for many years in Japan, and my favorite food is actually Japanese food. And my very favorite type of food is sushi. So this is what I'm trying to draw here. And this is rice underneath. Again, a very simple diagram, and often it's fixed together with some seaweed. I could, I suppose, maybe show some chopsticks to help me show that I like Thai food. So I'm just showing you examples, and they're very simple drawings of the kind of page I would like you to do. Another thing, and this is super simple, you may want to tell me something about your family, so I'm going to show you something about mine. Okay? Now, very simple symbols to show people, and you probably see these very funny example, these kind of symbols if you need to go to the bathroom. Often they will have this on, so you know where to go. So again, what I'm trying to do here, I've drawn a picture, very simple picture of my family. That's me, that's my wife, and I have 2 daughters. They are actually quite short, but this does give the idea that they're a little bit younger, but they're actually grown up now. So again, that's another idea that you may have. So think about all the things that you do, things about you, things that you like to do. Something I would include, and these are things, don't worry about how good or bad your drawings are, just try and write things down. Imagine we were in a room together and you wanted to tell me as much as you could about yourself, but we weren't allowed to speak and we weren't allowed to write. Other things you might want to include, but you might actually need to check a reference for, and I do. This is my country. This is Wales, and it's next to England. It's the smallest country, the United Kingdom. To draw a map of Wales, I could try doing it from memory, but I'd probably need a map to help me. But certainly the flag for Wales, wherever you're from, you could draw your flag. I think it probably is less complicated than mine. You may need a picture to help you. Okay, so as I say, do as many things as you can. Once you've drawn them, you can tidy the drawings up a little bit, and you can start to add some colour using coloured pencil or marker or whatever you wish. And so when you do actually come into my lesson, it would be great if you could bring this sheet of paper with everything coloured in, and I can learn an awful lot about you. Bye for now.